Wilfred, just be the producer. Be off camera.
Suck my dick. Okay?
No, let's just turn this into the Garri and Jeff pod.
How are you doing, Jeff?
Good, Gar. How was your day?
It was wonderful.
I can cut your mics.
No, don't cut his
I can
mic.
cut
Don't cut the mic.
Are you full of tacos and sour cream, Gar Bear?
And nachos, Jeffrey.
Oh, man, he's packed full of
Yeah,
nachos.
we just had a mukbang. We had another mukbang. We banged some food into Gary's mouth.
Nom, nom, nom,
Oh, yeah,
nom,
we
nom.
should have filmed Gary eating the nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gross.
There's still more nachos
Yeah.
if you want some
I'm
disgusting
full
shit.
now.
Gary, mukbang for us.
Anyways,
Nah.
you're watching Democracy Now. You're probably listening to it actually. I'm Wilfred Paddle. It's my podcast. I'm here with guest host Jeff Sheen,
Yep, okay.
and then you're in for the third edition of the Garri Madera Show. Yep, Gary's in
Hello.
charge. I think we figured out the formula. Gary's in charge, and Jeff and I just talk to each other.
Yes.
So
They comment on what I bring up.
yeah, I just bought everyone tacos, and Gary should be alive and well.
Thank you, Kuya. Does your little sister call you Kuya?
Yeah.
That's cool.
What's Kuya?
It's older brother, older
Yeah.
like, relative.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, male,
You'd be-
older
you'd be
male
a-
relative.
You'd be my Kuya.
I'm your Kuya?
Yeah,
Why am
No,
I
you're
your
too close
Kuya?
in age.
because he's a week older than me.
Yeah, you'd be doing it sarcastically.
You're
though.
my Kuya. He's our Dito or Lolo.
I'm your manong at best.
Dito means uncle.
Yeah, it's uncle or aunt, right?
Yeah.
What was the other one? What'd you say?
Lolo means grandfather.
Lolo. Lolo Gare.
Oh, Lolo Gary.
Lolo's grandfather?
Yeah.
What's grandma?
Lola.
Lola.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I call Lucy Lulu. What's that mean?
Grandmother dog.
Your dog is your grandmother.
You heard it here first.
Man, that set off the alarm.
Yeah, it did.
That was a strong fart, man.
That's right, it was. Probably a little poop came out. I had to push real hard.
Oh. I had to
Gary,
push-
don't laugh at that.
I had to push earlier too on the toilet. Couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Just because you're getting older.
Thought I was gonna prolapse my butthole.
Ew.
Ouch.
Gross.
So I stopped pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Go-
Gary, here's the other thing. So I went to Astoria, right? We went,
Yes.
tons of Filipinos there. I love Astoria, by the way.
Mhm.
I'm moving there. That's my next neighborhood.
I've only been in QED. That's in Astoria, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice area.
But there's just the diversity there is great
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like racial diversity, but also diversity in age.
Okay.
All sorts of ages. People your age, even.
Okay.
I'm just sick of this bullshit in Bushwick. But
Do you
I
feel like
told-
you're aged out?
no,
No.
I just feel like everyone's stupid and annoying here. So this is what an example of Bushwick. Tress and I are walking around. We go into the store, and in the store, I've already told you about this, Jeff. There are these three girls, and they're they think they're having a smart conversation,
Oh.
and they're like, "I wonder what Disney does for Pride," and then they're getting serious about it.
Yeah.
That's
That's-
Bushwick.
Yeah. That sounds
Yeah.
annoying.
What Disney does for Pride?
Yeah.
No, Disney, that's a fair thing to say.
Oh, you think that's a very important conversation to have?
I think, no, because I think, if you're like, hey, what is, like, do they, like, rainbow up the big castle, Or
Well,
does
they probably do.
Does Epcot,
Don't they put a-
glow
don't
or
they put
spin
a-
like a disco ball?
Isn't there a rainbow above the castle?
Something. I think it's a fair question. What does
Okay.
Disney do for Pride?
Yeah, maybe they hand out like Mickey and Goofy and I don't know, Cinderella hand out condoms.
No. That's.
He's trying to make it funny, Gary.
I'm
and
not.
That's
as
not how
a
you celebrate
member
It's
of
a
Pride,
thing that
dude.
happens at Pride.
That's not how you celebrate Pride.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
by passing out. Condoms.
Yeah.
You promote safe sex.
Disney-
That's what you
That's
need
any
to-
time of the
Yeah,
year.
this is for kids.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you need to promote safe sex amongst the gay population. So you would hand out condoms at Disney.
No, they do not hand out, but they probably put like rainbow on the castle,
Yeah,
or
but
maybe
anyways.
Definitely.
maybe
So-
Mickey has like one of those leather harnesses on.
Yeah. Yeah. Mickey's
It's
walking
more of a
ar-
Goofy thing.
Mickey's
You think it's a goofy?
Yeah, I think Goofy would look better in the
Yeah.
harness.
Yeah, goofy.
Maybe Mickey's walking Goofy.
Oh, yeah. On a leash.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, this actually makes sense."
Yeah.
They can't get mad.
There you go.
So I think that's all fair. I think it's a fair question to ask whether these girls were in Bushwick or not.
But either way, I found this to be
You know?
very annoying. Like that's
What
not.
does Disney do for Christmas? Huh? What about that? It's a fair question.
You
as
know
well.
what? That was probably. I think I walked away too fast. I'm sure that they were going to talk about that right.
I
after.
bet that was
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
You know? They're like, by the way, I say Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I wonder if they. But here's the thing. I just think these girls are so dumb. They're like, they thought that the question that they're really asking is, what does Disney do as a marketing tactic to get gays to pay more money in June?
Yeah.
That's what they were saying?
That's what they should have said.
I don't think that's what they were saying. I think they were wondering if they put on a whole thing at the Epcot place or something.
Yeah, that's all marketing.
I think it's a fair.
It's all just like all it is people like market. They do pride shit because they know that gays spend money.
Here we go. All
That's
right.
true.
Oh no.
The corporatization.
Yeah,
of
corporatization of
Tell me-
pride.
tell
Oh
me-
no.
Tell me,
They're
no one-
ruining Boxing Day.
I honestly don't give a fuck about like that, but if they don't care about like Asians. There's nothing. No company does anything for Asians
Well,
because
what could they
Yeah,
do?
they do.
Gary says they do.
On Disney Plus, I remember during Asian Heritage Month, was that April?
they put 2 or 3 movies out there.
They feature it on the top.
Yeah, you get a
yeah.
little feature, a little taste.
Yeah.
That's
What were those movies? What were those movies that
It was-
they featured?
One of them was Mulan.
I was gonna say it better have been
Yeah,
Mulan.
definitely Mulan. And then they have like a bunch of like little shorts. I don't know if you know this. Disney puts out these like
Yeah, they
little,
didn't
like-
even give us real You know why they said they gave you shorts?
Yeah.
Because of your penis size. That's
Oh,
why, Gary.
come on.
Ugh.
Mulan's great.
Mulan.
Mulan's
That was
probably
more-
top 3 for me.
They also had Tu Wong Fu that was on there.
Tu Wong Fu, thanks for
Who's-
asking. It's about
Yeah.
drag queens.
That's
and you know it.
That's
an
on
Asi-
HBO Max.
That's an
HBO
Asian movie.
That's Pride.
Oh man.
So,
Wait, who's
yeah.
in there? Is
so
it?
you think? So you actually think that companies care about the Asian dollar?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, Asian. Yeah, they care.
Who? What companies?
Disney. Look at all the
Yeah.
censorship they do for China. That's them caring like crazy.
See, well, I guess
know?
it is about the dollars. All right. Yeah, when they do all that censorship.
Did you see what they did to Star Wars?
No.
There was the I think it was I think Chinese, the Chinese movie poster and the American movie poster of the new Star Wars. The American one is just like all the stare, and then with John, was it Borega?
John Boyega. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But then the
Boyega.
Chinese one, it was all the same, but he was not on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh damn.
So
Thank you, Disney.
yeah, that's
Took 'em
Disney.
off.
That was Disney taking care. That was Disney
Are there
supporting
other companies
Asians.
that you know of that give a shit about Asians?
No. Wow, I'm being put on the spot. I don't know.
Companies that care about Asians.
Literally every company does something for pride.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
easier to do.
You can do something for Asians.
Like what?
Put on like if let's say you release some
What's Chase Bank gonna do?
free chopsticks for every deposit.
They put the rice cap on the C.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't think there's anything they could do to make it. How do you? Pride's got the rainbow. It's an easy add-on.
Sure.
Asia, is it a whole continent? Doesn't have
Asian history or Asian Americans?
have what? What is there? Is there a color?
But maybe you got to start somewhere.
Well, why is that on the banks?
I'm not saying it's on the banks. It's on someone.
Yeah, well, start the flag, Wilfred.
All right.
Be the change.
Okay, how about this? Chase Bank, when's October was a Filipino.
Yeah.
So October, if you don't have the Democracy Now logo on your fucking banks, I'm switching over.
Oh, they're not going
Oh.
to do that.
I'm
That'll
switching
upset
over.
China. I
Yeah,
think.
dude, you can't hold them hostage like that.
Yeah, they're not going to. Is there a Filipino? Wait, is Filipino the month of October?
It's October.
Yeah, Filipino American
History
History
Month.
Month.
So they could do like a Filipino flag.
They could.
Yeah.
They could.
They
I don't
should.
see that.
Yeah, pretty. It's a bit of a narrower scope, though. I think
It
than
is.
Pride.
Hey, I spend dollars. I spend a lot of money. I spend too much money.
Yeah.
And it all goes through Chase.
Chase does. I
Or
have
Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
It's always the banks have to do something.
Yeah.
That's when you know
They
is when
should.
Wells Fargo's got the pride flag going.
Well, what will Chase more than just a visual representation of Filipinos? What else could they do for Filipinos in October?
Great question,
You
Gary.
just- you put up a sign of like a notable Filipino.
Okay.
Maybe like a little Jose Rizal. Did you know?
Yeah.
They
Okay.
might.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
All right, Chase. Now you're on. Yeah. Put up some Jose Rizal or Emilio Aguinaldo. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or fucking even Marcos. Marcos had a lot of money.
No.
He probably
no,
has a
no,
lot of money
no,
in
no,
that
no,
bank.
no, we don't.
So you put up some Ferdinand Marcos up there.
Yeah.
He's
That's
a
the
guy
Swiss
that
banks.
banks really well.
That's the Swiss banks, dude. That's the ones.
So yeah,
Well, all right. So there.
you got to give a fuck about the Asian dollar is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're gonna care about, it's the same thing that goes back to this whole Union Hall situation. They only care about gays. Everyone cares about gays. The only reason gays have such a bigger voice is because they spend more money.
Oh.
You think that's why?
I also think that it's because like if you like gays, it represents this liberalness in general.
There is a general liberalness, and it also is. It's cross. It's not racial. It's every.
Yeah.
There's no. It's just a general. I think it's just an easier thing to encompass.
Yeah.
So it's easier to just be like, put the flag up. That's a whole group as opposed to a very narrow scope.
All right, Gary, what do you got for us?
Plus, you celebrate Filipinos, then Chase is going to lose all their.
They're what?
who do
No
you-
one hates Filipinos.
Someone hates Filipinos.
No one hates
No one
Filipinos.
hates Filipinos.
No one.
No.
Not
Literally
even
no one.
like Laos,
Why? What would they
No.
have to? against
Cambodia,
us? What would they have against us?
Taiwan.
Not one. Taiwan is
Maybe.
thankful that we have we
We're
put
buffering
like naval bases in the north.
just for them.
Thailand.
Yeah, probably because their ladyboys are jealous of our ladyboys.
Oh, there we go. Rival
There
lady
you go.
boys. That would be like a sick RuPaul.
That yeah,
Oh.
Philippines versus Thailand lady boys.
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I hopped on Tinder one time. The last time I was in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And like,
Lady Boy Central.
yeah, 50% of like the profiles that showed up like explicitly said.
Oh
that.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Philippines had lady boys.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Wilfred.
Oh ladyboy, all over the place.
Man.
What?
Get you in a wig.
I wear one to sleep all the time.
Yeah.
Just waiting for someone to intrude.
Oh. Wilfred, that's what you should. You should start a RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay.
You can be Pooh Paul. Pooh Paul Padawan.
What would be? What's a good drag name for Gary?
Gary.
Oh, don't change the subject. We were looking for a drag name for
We can
you.
do one for me too, but
We can do.
but Gary's a more.
I mean, honestly, I would just love Miss Madera.
Just something simple.
That's got a nice,
oh,
Yes,
what we
what
do
is
is we get Gary
Ginang.
we get him a BBL.
Yeah.
And then we name that the Moneymaker Madeira.
Oh, Moneymaker Madera.
No,
And then
that
you
sounds
can
like a
do-
boxer.
I would love a Thailand versus Philippines drag race.
Yeah.
That could happen. Dude, that it's random thought, a random memory.
Oh yeah, take me to this random memory.
I judged a doble cara event.
What is
time
that?
When I was in the Philippines. So imagine an individual, and they are doing a karaoke duet song.
Okay. You're just singing it up.
Singing it up, but
I got you, babe.
yeah. So half of their body is Sunny, and the
Oh,
other,
I've seen this before.
and the other half is Cher.
Yeah, and they switch sides.
Yeah, and
You judged
I judged an event.
Miss Madera.
Why did you get to judge?
The people who were running the contest, I just happened to be there, and they knew like my parents, and I'm like, oh, we think it would be great if Gary could be a part of this.
Do you have very important parents?
No, but like it's such a small town.
Are you from like royalty?
We're not from royalty at all.
I think Gary is He's got quite the silver spoon that he's trying to hide.
It's
You know, it's probably 'cause he's living in that penthouse in Williamsburg, paid by for the Philippines government. I bet.
I know.
Fucking
it's a
bought
6-story walk up. Let's just
Yeah, I bought him his apartment because his dad won the Olympics 20 years ago.
Not even that. I bet his dad was fucking working for Marcos,
Yeah, something like that.
getting some of that money.
And
The Marcos family does own some property in New York.
yeah,
They might own a building in Williamsburg.
Gary,
they might. No.
this would all make sense.
And so yeah, and I didn't. It was funny because someone like questioned why. They're like, "Do you even understand like the Philippine language?" And I was like, "No, I don't." They were like, "So why are you judging this contest?" I was like, "Someone asked me to do it." And I was like, "All right."
How was it? How was judging it? Was it fun?
It was fun. Like everyone was really good. Like it's incredible to see those like go from like one octave or go from like one singing voice to another. I was just like, wow.
How was this
What
not
what
a
was
show?
the most impressive one?
I went with the one. I can't remember the song specifically, but I remember the winner the one that I wanted to win was like a Michael Jackson. I think, it was Michael Jackson.
And who?
And
Paul McCartney?
No, what was it? Was it Michael Jackson? It
Was
was
it always
definitely like
man,
a black-
woman, or does it matter?
I think it is primarily man, woman. Wait, what
Was it him and Janet Jackson? And they were performing Scream?
Oh wow, that was a deep. It was something like that.
I'm trying to think of any other
Michael
duet
Jackson
that
duet,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson did.
All right, I might. Whoa, I think you caught me.
I think I caught your ass.
Yeah.
Gary,
I
you've
think
been
Gary.
caught.
I think Gary made up a story.
Gary, you make
No,
that
I
shit
didn't make
up?
up the story. I
and
just
then
don't remember the
I asked
exact.
him one question. He's like,
Not even a thing, is it?
yeah.
It's a thing.
No, I know.
It's
I've
a
seen it
thing.
before.
Yeah.
Gary, you should do one of those at Beauty Bar.
Oh wow.
Gary, how come you won't sing for us?
Put that together.
Because I can hold a note. Like it doesn't sound bad when I sing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you
What
want
do
us
you
to
want me-
paint half of your face, and then we'll only watch that side?
Yeah.
You know that's interesting though. But like the song that I have been singing is a song by it's a duet by from that one musical Moulin Rouge. I don't know why, but it's stuck
What's
in
the
my
song?
head. Come What May.
How does it go?
How's it go?
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one.
The only
either.
one I can think of in my head is itchy, itchy, yeah, da, da.
Oh yeah, that's just
Mocha da hush me friends need. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
yeah.
My
Oh,
lady marmalade. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That is from Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
that was great, dude.
Thank you. Would I pass your judging? You judge.
Wait,
yes.
you're singing a song from Moulin Rouge?
Yeah, just like when like
You know,
I was
for
like,
a while, up until even through that bit,
Mhm.
I was thinking that he said Mulan
oh Mulan.
Oh.
because I've also never seen Mulan, so I don't know.
You've
any of
never
those
seen
songs.
Mulan?
No.
Let's get down to business.
I've only seen some of it. I haven't seen
the
it its entirety.
Hun. It's got my favorite songs.
Oh.
Then there's also Be a Man. Da, 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 da,
Do you like
da.
that because it's an Asian, sexually ambiguous person?
Yeah, I can't help myself. I'm like, I want to teach her pickleball. Oh, Mulan, put on your tiny
Yeah.
backpack, I say.
Hike those socks up. What are they doing around your calves? Bring them
Yeah.
up to the knee.
That's what it was. That's what affected all of this white generation. It was Mulan.
Oh yeah.
That's what did it to us.
Yeah, cool.
Before it was Aladdin.
What do you got, Gary?
Oh, all right. Speaking of Filipinos and the government,
The government that you work for, apparently.
I
Yeah.
do not work for the Philippine government.
Well, they feed you and clothe you.
They do. Here it is. Here's the headline: Backlash after member of parliament asks if that's what MP stands for. I think, right? All right. Sorry. Backlash after MP asks if husbands have sexual rights. A senator in the Philippines has come under fire online after he asked in parliament whether husbands have sexual rights to their wives.
Oh,
So
you're about to get married. Do you think you have a sexual right? If you're like,
No, I feel like she thinks she does.
I know.
I'm like, get
Oh.
off of me.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep this stuff for myself.
Yeah. I just ate cake.
do you not like having sex after eating cake? Jeff?
What's up?
You do not like having sex after eating cake?
I don't like doing it on a full belly
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that is rough.
I don't like it either. Because you got to do I'm doing all the exercising.
or an
Yeah.
empty stomach. It's a real tough
I do.
right area to get me right.
I'm okay with an empty stomach because I think my body's like, uh-oh, you're hungry. You might die. You better spread some seed first.
Ew, Wilfred.
wow.
No.
No one
It's
thinks
I'm
like
too
that.
hungry. I can't. I'm too full. I can't.
Yeah, when I'm hungry.
I'm kind of hungry.
When
I can't focus.
like earlier before when we were doing the last episode,
Uh-huh.
I was hungry.
Oh.
And I was like, I better blast.
You were cranky.
I better fucking nut.
Ew.
That's all I could think about.
No, it is not. You kept yelling at Garri.
So wait, when you're hungry, you want to bust a nut?
Ew, Garri, shut up.
Is that?
Yeah, Gary, thank you for entertaining this idea.
Oh my god, man.
Gross.
That's awful.
You want to bust a nut? You said it so formal.
What else is happening in this article, Gary?
All right, so the member of parliament is Robin Padilla, a former actor.
Padilla?
Padilla. With it's I-L-L-A.
Two L's, right?
Yeah, not Padua.
Yeah.
but very
Oh,
close.
okay. Is it like what is it? What's Padilla's family reunion?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Padilla goes to jail, man.
Yeah, Padilla.
Padilla.
Padilla in the Senate.
Yeah. All right. And so he posed the query to a prominent human rights lawyer who was invited as a resource person to a hearing on sexual harassment in the entertainment industry.
Industry.
okay.
He also asks what husbands should do if they are in the mood and their wives are not. And
Yeah, that's a good question. What do you do?
the lawyer
What's
said,
there to do?
Watch Netflix. Which,
Watch Netflix.
Yeah, that's what the lawyer
What's
said.
on their Netflix? They got crazy Netflix in the Philippines.
Yeah, there's a new. It can't be that bad, or maybe it is. Have you ever seen a R-rated Filipino movie before?
No?
It's not that graphic. I thought it would be more graphic, or I thought it would be at least on the same level of.
So you turned on a Filipino movie that was R-rated, hoping to see
No, I was.
sexual content?
It was R-rated, and when the sex happened, I was just like, "Oh."
You wanted to be more sexually explicit.
It was very discreet, Wilfred.
You were disturbed by how
It wasn't-
tame it was.
Yes, I was. No, it was tame. It was. I just thought it would be the
What
same
movie
as like
was this?
American.
Yeah, what movie was
I
this?
don't know. I was watching with my cousins in
But
the
it was,
Philippines.
you were
You
with
making
your
this
cousins.
up again?
I'm not making this up.
So, Gary, you were watching a movie with your cousins.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
you're-
And you're like, oh, I want this sex scene to be so fucking. Me and my cousins gonna get all randy.
It was just a
What
movie.
the heck? Philippines, you and your cousins, huh? You guys are wild. I guess you are South.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, people in the South bang their cousins. Everyone knows that.
All right. Well, Mr. Padilla apparently is leading a Senate probe into complaints of sexual harassment.
Those
Jeez.
tacos are getting me.
Gary,
Gary, please take deep breaths. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Keep reading.
Jeffrey, this is very serious. What is it? And he the more explicit question that he asked the lawyer was, "What if your wife does not want to?
Mm-hmm.
Is there no other way for husbands? If you look to other women, you might get sued," said Mr. Padilla in Tagalog.
If you look to other women, you might
Yeah.
get sued?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
I think he's referring
Prostitutes?
you might get sued. I don't know. Divorce?
yeah,
He's
divorce.
making the
Is that what does he mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you masturbate down there?
Yes, you can.
No, you probably can't actually because it's Catholic.
We all.
So it's not. You're not. So he's saying, oh, I guess if that is like part of the rules.
Yeah, so I guess if you can't masturbate, then and you can only blast in your wife.
And he's like, what am I? What are we supposed to do?
Yeah,
You know,
he's actually posing a very fair question.
he really is. Here's another one. Ooh,
If you're gonna do that, please mic it. We're on an audio podcast.
those tacos are working me. They're working me good.
Oh,
So you can't masturbate in the Philippines. Is that
No.
true, Gary?
You can masturbate. It's the
Yeah, you gotta
same.
be. There's a lot of lady boys.
Have you masturbated in the Philippines?
I've masturbated in the Philippines.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna call the cops next time you do it.
What movie were you watching? And with what cousins? You friggin' grosso.
It wasn't a. It was a. I was alone, Jeff.
Garri trying to watch his nasty porn. Man, this is like some tame DP.
Oh man.
So what did the answer did he get? This is what he's got to step down or what?
So the lawyer, no, I think he was just being antagonistic. But the lawyer responded, "Husbands do not have sexual rights over their wives. Women have equal rights and free will. No means no. It's all about respect."
Okay.
Yeah. Who said that? Jose
Okay.
Manuel.
How come nobody's
Yo,
telling
no.
this guy to masturbate?
He should.
Probably,
Because
I think it goes against all the Catholic shit. You got to keep the seed in.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
you can't just let it fly.
You can't spill your seed on the side.
Yeah, but like,
That's what the Bible said.
sure, but the Philippines isn't like, it's not ruled by like a religious. It's not like a theocracy.
It isn't. Yeah.
It's a democracy there where people are Catholic. So, but this guy is quite. If he goes by those rules, those are like, that's a theocracy.
Yeah.
That's something they could say in Iran.
That's true.
Yeah.
It says 8 out of 10 Filipino. What? 8 and 10 of the Philippines' 110 million people are Catholic. So they do
Which-
hold those views.
Which deeply influences views on marriage and family.
Yeah.
Sure. Well,
It's this only other place other than the Vatican where divorce is illegal. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
divorce is illegal.
Yeah.
You can't get divorced over there.
Apparently not.
Oh, is that what he means by being sued?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
If you can't get divorced, you will sue you.
Yeah.
Huh. That can't be right, though. You can't get sued for
Cheating?
looking at another woman.
He didn't say just looking.
Yeah, I think he meant like banging.
He implied.
He implied going and getting some pussy on the side.
What's this says if you look to other women?
If you look to other women,
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you
not
look.
at other women, dumbass.
Don't lash out at Garri.
Look to
If you look
at?
to other women for, what if your wife does not want to? Is there no way for if you look to other women, implying that if your wife does not want to have sex? Come on,
All right.
Gary.
All right.
Context clues.
So you can't get divorced.
Yeah.
Gary, you should get married over there.
Why?
Trap a lady.
Trap a bitch.
I'm
Yeah.
not trapping nobody. Dude, it's the other way around. I'm the one with the U.S. citizenship. They'd
Yeah?
want to trap.
Yeah, but maybe they're the
Me.
one who has a job that's better than Starbucks.
Oh no, look at
Saying,
him.
actually, they probably do. My mom's met. She's like, you should get married to a Filipino nurse.
Yeah.
And that's what. Yeah. Speaking of implying stuff. Yeah.
You're gonna get married to a Filipino nurse?
No.
She won't divorce you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Not allowed.
Yeah. Well, she can't divorce me in the Philippines, but then she can divorce me over
Yeah,
here.
then don't take her back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just stay over there.
Yeah, stay over in the Philippines.
Yeah, she thinks she's gonna come back here.
Yeah.
no, Psych.
Wrong, bitch.
We're
6
staying
months
here.
in, she's like, "Oh, I made a huge mistake
Yeah,
with this
yeah.
guy."
And guess what? I need to have sex now.
Yeah.
And
What
I'm
is a
there.
man to do?
What is a man to do? Am I to look at other women?
Yeah. Huh.
All right.
Well, I guess you can't masturbate either then.
All right.
Even though Gary's done it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm calling the cops on you every time you jerk off, Gary.
Well, how do you know when I'm going to be jerking off?
Do you think that I don't have cameras? Come on.
What is going on? All right.
All right. Well, what else you got, Gare Bear? What else have you learned on the internets
Let's.
about the lands,
Oh, this one's kind of interesting.
lands of Earth?
Interested or being polite? This is from the Asian masculinity thread on Reddit. Is he interested or just being friendly? There's a guy I work with, and we talk a lot on Insta. We go out often with other coworkers and talk a lot too. Every time he sees me, he invites a chat and talks for ages. We've been mistaken for a couple, and he always says out loud he doesn't date coworkers. Is it possible he's just saying it from fear of being rejected? Or is he just professional? Maybe I'm just delusional. He is mostly quiet and reserved otherwise.
Oh yeah.
Most I have known have been reserved. All right, that was a weird sentence. Then.
You got it
Go
there?
ahead. Yeah.
You having a hard time?
Yeah. No, it's good. That was just a.
Can you
oddly worded
read,
sentence.
Wilfred?
I can read.
Or is it
fine.
written poorly?
I'm gonna check his work.
Yeah,
Well,
check his work.
Read that last sentence.
Last sentence.
See.
Most I have known have been reserved.
Most am I.
Oh well, why don't you fucking look over the spelling mistake?
No,
Well,
he did.
no.
Gary reads what he sees. All
Yes.
right. He's a very he's a straightforward shooter.
Yes.
Yeah, he's shooting all over his cousins.
Oh, Wilfred,
Wilfred.
please.
All
We're trying to see if this person's interested in this other
right.
person.
Yeah.
What's this sound like to you, Gary? You work at a Starbucks. That stuff like that happens all the time at Starbucks. I bet.
Yeah.
Bunch of young people dating each other at your Starbucks.
Yeah, I remember you telling us a story of you side hugging a girl,
Yeah, you side hugging over there.
Hug that chick.
and then she was broken hearted.
Yeah, she seemed pretty disappointed.
That you gave her a side hug.
Yeah.
What happened?
She
I think
wanted
she
the
wanted-
front hug.
She wanted the front. She wanted to press her titties on me.
Jesus, Gary. What makes you think that?
She wanted that bulge.
Yeah.
She wanted to feel that bulge on her thighs.
She would have. She had huge rack.
God. You absolute pig. You know that?
It's
I
gross,
didn't-
Gary.
I didn't know-
Unbelievable.
I didn't know how to better describe that, but
Okay.
like it was just like, yeah. She went in for the hug, and I just kind of like put my arm around her and just like brought her close. And it's
Oh,
like, all right,
yeah.
yeah.
And she didn't find that sexual?
That was I didn't want her to find that
Okay.
sexual.
This is a coworker.
This was a coworker.
What if I found that sexual just now?
Then you're gross.
And I wanted to press my titties against
Yeah.
against your body.
Then I'd talk to HR.
There you go, Gary.
All right,
Sounds
well-
like you're
Talk to
against
Jeff.
coworkers dating each other.
Not necessarily.
Sounds
just
like
not
it.
her. I just didn't want that to happen.
Why not
Okay,
her? What was wrong with
but-
her?
Yeah.
Huh?
What was wrong with her?
I don't know. I just didn't see her. Like she was nice to work with, but I didn't see anything.
Nothing. You weren't. No chemistry.
No chemistry.
Breasts were too big?
Breasts were fine. They
So-
were adequate.
What?
They
Did
were
you smoke weed?
no. I
Did you
just-
sneak Gary some weed?
No, he's got taco in the brain.
Yeah, you got your brain's all tacoed up. You're slowing
You
down.
got taco and
It was-
nachos on all over your noggin.
Yeah.
Too much sour cream.
So, what do you think this lady is?
You think this lady's got a shot?
Yeah. What do you think here?
Yeah. I think.
I think you ask him a question. You ask him, hey, do you want to hang out sometime?
Yeah. You take it outside of work.
Well, they talk on Instagram.
Yeah.
But
Let's
that
hang
could-
out.
Yeah. She needs to.
Like she maybe she goes, hey, I need to go shopping. I need to buy lingerie. Can you help me out?
Oh.
Buy lingerie.
Yeah. Or maybe I need to go shopping. I can't
That's too
figure out if
forward.
these sex toys fit in me.
Ew,
you help me?
Wilfred. No. That is.
You can't do that with a coworker.
Yeah, you just asked to meet for a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and then you chit chat at a Starbucks.
And
All
then, eventually, hopefully, it might lead to that. If he's in.
Have you ever
fact
had
interested.
feelings for a coworker?
Yeah, I've dated a couple coworkers.
You've dated coworkers.
Yeah.
Oh, you have too.
I'm marrying one.
Yeah, you're marrying a coworker.
Oh, is that how you two met?
Uh huh.
Oh,
I've never dated a coworker.
ever?
No.
Oh.
That's how I work.
Oh, you work.
That's the only way
you
that
need to be around me for a long time for
Yeah.
me to finally rub off on you in a positive way.
Oh. They usually. I remember one girl telling me. She's like, "Yeah, I liked you for a really long time."
Oh,
Yeah.
what happened to this one?
We just had differences.
Differences in what? What is it?
Come
Come on, Gary. What's going on?
Yeah, we just had differences.
You're
and
on
it
me to
didn't-
death. I want to hear it.
It didn't work out.
What were the differences?
I think she said I hate you a lot.
I hate you?
Yeah. Whenever I would do something where I was like, "Oh, this is your way of saying I like you, but you're just saying I hate you." Well, actually, that was kind of cute. I always thought that was kind of cute the way she did that. But
Okay, so ignore all of that.
Ignore that.
All right,
Ignore
that's
all
all
that.
false. Okay.
yeah,
So
it just wasn't
This
a
is
good
so
match.
hard to be patient through this.
No, I know. Just let
Say
him
something.
let
then.
him think.
Trying
Yeah.
to he asked you what happened.
It
You
was
said
just
we had
What-
differences,
what were
which
the
is a way for
differences?
you to avoid any type of real answer. What was going on? What
What
are you
were the
ashamed
differences?
of, Gary?
I wasn't ashamed of anything.
Okay.
If anything, like I just I could. She made this one remark about the kids that were playing outside of her apartment.
Okay.
And they were, it was a group of black kids, and it was just like, oh, it was
Black.
black.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, I think you're kind of racist. I was like, did I word it that way? Yeah, I was like, hey, that's kind of like racist, and she just like brushed it off, and I was like, oh, I don't.
What did
think
she say about the black kids?
It was just very derogatory, like, oh, they're playing out there, and I'm just like, who's they? And then she kind of clammed up, and I was just like, you not like black people or something? Or she's like, no, and I was like, oh,
It's hard to not like. It'd be hard to be racist and work at a Starbucks because black people love Starbucks.
Is that true, Gary?
they make up yeah.
Black people love to throw sugary shit on their coffee.
Is that true, Gary?
Yes, I would say that. Yeah, that would be
Okay.
easily a stereotype of.
Was this woman white?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And it was just
So you didn't
what?
like her racism,
I didn't like. I was like,
And you had to school her ass.
and
And
that
I was
was
like,
that was the difference you're talking about.
that was the difference I was talking about.
That's
All
a
right.
strong. That's a good difference to have, Gary.
You know, Gary, you know what would have the only thing that I would have the only edit that I have for this is that
Mhm.
you would have said that 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, you could have
Yeah.
easily.
I
Just
could have said
You
that
could've
4
just said
minutes.
that. What the fuck are you?
Yeah, why were you
This-
dancing so much?
I don't know. Sometimes I think she watches like this.
No, no one watches this.
She might.
You know how I know? Because Gary doesn't share the fucking
I
link.
share the link. I repost the link because like it's not enough to they just click on the
Gary,
whatever.
no, you don't. Last week you didn't, and that's why I asked 3 times
If I was alive,
if you were alive because you weren't responding to any. I sent you messages on Instagram. I
That's
texted you individually. I
Yeah.
texted you in the group chat.
Oh,
What was going on, Gary?
Why were you avoiding me,
Let's
Gary?
get to the bottom of this.
I was just tired. I had upped my honestly I was looking at I was like, oh yeah, he did text me twice if I was alive. And I was just like, oh, I had upped my mileage and I didn't realize how much
Your mileage?
I'm training for a 5K. So yeah, I increased my mileage over the past 2 weeks and it's
Oh, okay, and it really is affecting your thumbs.
it's affecting
Man, this is a real Grill and Gary episode.
no, man.
Well, this motherfucker, for days, I was legitimately concerned
Were you?
because you
Oh.
weren't responding to anything, and didn't I text you? Is Gary okay?
Oh yeah,
Oh, whoa.
I wasn't
Oh.
paying attention. Anyway.
And then I
could
texted,
care less.
does Gary hate me?
Oh no.
No, he was like a
No.
little extra tired because he ran a mile.
No, because I ran like
He couldn't
I
get
was
to you.
exhausted.
He was
And, like,
exhausted.
I just like look at messages and just like fall asleep.
Yeah.
I was just like,
He ran a mile.
All right.
What do you
I didn't-
expect him to do?
You know what?
It
I didn't
was-
know that he was going through such hardships.
Yeah,
I increased my mileage by 15%, so it was a lot.
15%.
Yeah.
So you're running 1.15 miles.
Yeah. Yeah. How long is that?
It was about it's about a mile each. An extra mile each run.
How long's the total run?
It'd be 4.3.
4.3 miles.
Yeah.
You're running 4.3.
I went from
Isn't a 5K only 3 miles?
yeah. You gotta throw in a little extra though.
You're doing too much work, Gary.
No.
See, this is what's wrong with your life is that you keep on putting in too much effort in the wrong places.
Yeah. Not enough effort into the pod, but
Into the pod or finding yourself a woman.
oh, not this again.
He's running.
I'm
You
running.
think you're running away from these problems? Is that what you're doing?
I
Gary?
hated looking over there knowing you were gonna do that.
Is that why you're running so much?
Dude, I'm running towards I gotta lose weight. That's why I'm not like. That's why it's difficult for me to go out there and meet women, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This better not be the clip. This
No, this is good. This is good
isn't-
stuff.
this
You have a
isn't
hard
even-
time.
So I'm
Yeah.
not like
you're
I'm,
too fat.
Yeah, I'm feeling.
You're a big, fat, gross guy.
I'm not. I'm just feeling out of shape.
Disgusting man.
Jesus,
running-
Jeff.
you're
Spilling
running
out of his
4
jeans.
miles. You're not out of shape.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a shape. That's weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
You're
gotta
not
be
out
honest
of
with you.
shape.
I'm surprised you can go that far.
yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
4 miles. That's a lot of miles, man.
Yeah.
Do you stop and take breaks?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do walk breaks. Yeah. So like every
Oh,
like.
wow, that's misleading.
Yeah. What do you mean? he runs half a mile, takes a walk for a mile.
I walk for a third of a mile, and then I run for 2/3 of a mile.
You're running 2/3 of
That's
a
okay.
mile.
That's,
Yes,
what?
yes.
That's fine. That is a lot of work.
That is. And
Yeah.
that's actually
This
okay,
guy's
at this
hauling
age. I
55 years of weight.
You're walking a third of it,
a third of it.
and then you're still too tired
Jeff,
to text.
You know, Gary, I'm on your side about 2/3 of a mile is a lot of work. It is stupid.
Jeff, let's go run a mile right now.
But it is stupid that you didn't text me back for like
Yeah.
3 days.
He was
That is-
exhausted. He had to walk most of his run.
I walked a third of my run and 2/3 of it.
He was too tired.
Jeff, I challenge you to a race. I challenge you to a race. When race day comes, I'm going to run the entire distance.
Yeah.
And I will be well prepared for it.
Okay.
When is it?
The 9th of November.
Oh.
November 9th?
Yeah.
Can I sign up?
Can I sign up?
It's in Philadelphia. It's the
You got a
Balboa
car,
Run.
though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm staying at my sister's. She's going to house all of us.
Yeah, why
we'll
not?
all stay there. We'll all stay November 9th.
November 9th.
I think I can make it.
The Balboa Run.
All right, I'll go run that with you.
Yeah, it should be exciting.
Okay. What's next, Gary?
All right.
Yeah, we're
Let's
done
see.
grilling you now.
All right.
We'll find a new way.
We'll find a
Walk
new
it.
angle.
Walking a third of it.
I'm a Latino male who has always been mistaken for being an Asian male.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
What a tough life to live.
What?
To be mistaken as Asian? Wow, what a tough life.
No.
Especially these days when all of you guys think we're white.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
This guy's pretty much a white guy in your eyes.
I mean,
don't-
maybe. We'll
that
see.
one's
We'll see
odd.
how he gets
We'll
treated.
see how this goes.
All right. I'm a Latino of Mexican descent. I have no Asian ancestry. I'm not adopted. Ethnically, I'm more related to Native Americans. As far as I can remember, I've always been mistaken for being Asian. I do have your typical Asiatic features. Of course, those come from my indigenous American ancestry. I can relate so much to what I've read in this subreddit and have had many similar experiences I've read on here throughout school.
Such as?
I've heard all the Asian stereotypes said about me. They continued even after other kids knew I was just Hispanic like they were. Throughout high school, my nickname was Chino.
Chino.
Yeah. I've had...
What's that?
Pants.
Pants?
No.
They call them pants?
Chino
Is that something you don't want to be?
Yeah, you don't want to be pants. Not in the Latin community.
Oh, okay.
I've had...
I'll have to remember that. Use that when I get upset.
Just call them pants.
You know, I don't want to do this, but you're being a real chino right now.
I've had girls, including Hispanic women, turn me down because they thought I was Asian and went with the negative stereotypes of Asian men. On the other hand, I've had girls of different ethnicities, K-pop fangirls, of course, being
Nice.
interested in me because they thought I was Asian.
Well, this sounds like a win.
Yeah, I can relate so much to
Bunch of
these
waifus.
issues that Asians have to go through, even though I'm just a Latino.
Gary, I think you should be taking advantage of this K-pop thing going on.
Yeah.
He's trying. Look at that top knot.
I think you got to take advantage of this.
In what way?
All these people, all these new young ladies are trying to bang an Asian guy,
Yeah.
and this is your chance.
This is my chance.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to work on my skincare routine and even rock the top knot and
Well, you let me give you a haircut. That's one thing.
Yeah, actually, I don't think K-pop does top knot.
they don't. It's usually just long. and-
Yeah.
yeah.
You can do bowl cut. Do bowl cut.
Oh fuck no.
Come on, bowl cut.
Bowl cut.
Bowl cut. Do some skincare.
Yeah.
Get rid of them damn glasses.
Yeah.
They don't wear glasses. Yeah. K-pop
Let me step
bands-
on your glasses.
Yeah.
No, fuck.
Put on a nice button up.
A button up.
Yeah.
I got nice button ups.
You got to wear flowy clothes.
They do wear flowy.
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
You got to wear big flowy clothes.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, let's K-pop you up.
Yeah. K-maxing, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah. K-vaxing. Yeah.
That's when you K-pop up.
I think so.
Yeah.
You got a K-max.
Everything's maxing these days. There's this thing called look maxing. I don't know what that is, but I heard about it.
What do you mean everything's maxing?
Like K-maxing, look maxing,
What about TJ?
TJ maxing. Yeah,
There you go.
I'll be doing that one.
everything's maxing.
Yeah. You better believe I TJ Maxing.
Yeah.
I love TJ Maxx.
Oh, of course. Great deals.
So what are some of the things that are said about this guy?
Okay.
Were there any welcome brothers?
In New Spain, there's New Spain? Some Filipinos came to New Spain. Mexicans are mixed between. This doesn't make sense.
What?
I probably should have read it before.
Yeah.
In New Spain, some Filipinos came to New Spain. Mexicans are mixed between African, Native, and European heritage. So it is possible for you to be from slight Filipino. Wow.
My
Oh,
ex,
yeah.
my ex's was half Mexican. She was half Mexican, and her dad was the Mexican one.
Mm-hmm.
Looked very Asian.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the native peoples came from Asia.
Yeah.
They came from over the
The bridge.
icy
Land bridge.
the land bridge.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
Yeah. And so this is just, I don't know, these comments are just
I bet if we
explaining.
sent Garri up to Winnipeg, bam, native guy.
For
Yeah.
real? I'd look like a Winnipegian. What is that?
Winnipeggy.
Winnipeggy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
first peoples.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
Is what
very
they-
Canadian.
Yeah, that's what they call them.
The First Peoples.
But then
Yeah.
they probably stab you. They don't like them.
When I was over there, I kept wanting to be like Native American. Oh wait, First Peoples.
First Peoples. You've done Winnipeg?
Yeah, I was just in Winnipeg not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
It is interesting because the city is pretty much just First Nations
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
and white people.
Oh.
Those are just like the two groups, and that's where like the conflict happens.
Were there a lot of First Nations that were into Little Ham?
There were some, but it looked like they were dragged there by their white wives.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
First Nation guys with white wives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, because those are the two cultures that's where they're both mixing in Winnipeg essentially.
Got
It's
it.
just
Okay.
mainly, from what I noticed, it's just kind of those are the two dominants.
Interesting.
Yeah,
What's next, Gary? I don't think I care about this one.
it's very
don't care about
strange.
Oh.
You don't care about this guy?
No, I don't, but do you?
I mean, I find it interesting that like
Whoa.
he probably, I bet if he did some kind of a like 23andMe, he'd probably get
Yeah.
Filipino.
Perhaps. Yeah, this is just all alluding to being.
But he doesn't have an issue to deal with or anything. He's just like, this is my experience. People think I'm Asian.
Yeah.
People think I'm Asian all the time.
Yeah. Well, you're Asian.
Yeah,
Wait, he is?
I am.
You are?
Don't tell anyone.
I thought you were First Nations. Wait, is this a Native American podcast? I thought this
It
was
could
a.
be.
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
This is
What is this sign?
This
You
is
wanna get
more
this?
important.
This is more important.
I'm already.
You want to get into this?
This seems more important.
What?
This topic.
Oh, okay. It's a new topic.
Yeah.
I wasn't done with my little riff.
We
Hold
ended
on. Wait a second. What the heck? I thought this was a Native American podcast.
I thought it said democracy. How?
Yeah.
All right.
Democracy, not now. Not even gonna let us vote.
Yeah.
All right. Moving right along. This topic. This Asian boomers and their belief on authority can be dangerous.
Ooh.
See, we should have been here the whole time.
We're working up to it.
Boomers do tend to lean towards authority.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
There are still too many Asian boomers that think it's bad to challenge authority and want people who are yes men. This creates worker bee mentality. Only do what you are told and never question or decide what may be better. This is a mentality of an era that has long passed. May have been okay during unstable times with a poor economy. This should be an era of enlightenment, of critical and independent thinking. The old world mentality has impacted many aspects of Asian countries, some different than others. Look at the long work hours all across Asia. Developed and rich Asian countries should not have hellish work culture. These old-timers in charge want workers that won't complain and question them. Japan is a good example where they fucked up their companies because they stuck in the 80s. You even got boomers who will ban you if you call them out. Pretty bad if you live somewhere you can't outright
I think
call
we
them.
get it.
Okay.
That's why I watched a YouTube video on the way before I came here.
Oh, really?
About China's youth protest that's happening.
Oh, what's happening over there?
There's a huge youth protest in China with because they're upset because they are the unemployment, and China's like nixed like tutoring, like private tutorships. Now you have to go through the state or something.
Oh, okay.
And then like entrepreneurship, they got rid of that. So a lot of youth people.
This protest, they must be coming down hard on these protesters.
Well, no, it's like a movement almost, and China doesn't know what to do about it. At least the CCP, because it's called "Let It Rot." That's what they call it, and it's all the youth people are just like, essentially just becoming do-nothing bums. They're not going out to try to work or get jobs. They're just like becoming just like lazy, lay on the couch.
Is it because there's no jobs to get?
Because unemployment is hard. There's not many, and they don't trust if they will get a job or go into a career that China, the government, will just get rid of that industry whenever it wants to. So they're like, well, why even invest all my time? So there's a whole big movement among young people, which China desperately needs now because their population's aging so rapidly.
Yeah.
Because they stopped, doing the one-child policy.
I do wonder if, like, in the world of like dictatorship and like wanting to like control people, you want to keep them stupid and useless. So is that by design? Maybe.
What?
This is me also assuming that like Xi Jinping is like trying to be an awful dictator. But you want your if your people are stupid, you can continue to rule them.
Right.
And if they're useless, you can continue to rule them. So, like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, what are you saying?
I don't know.
Did you lose it?
I did.
Gary, what do you think he was trying to say? You lost Gary, too. Look at him. He's blown away.
He's not even here.
Yeah, Gary's on another planet.
I'm just having a conversation with myself.
Yeah, Gary tried to follow that, and he gave him a brain aneurysm.
But, Gary, you're an Asian boomer. What do you think about all this?
I am not an Asian boomer. I am not 45.
Do you believe in authority? Do you believe the belief in authority can be dangerous?
Well, I think what's happening is that, like, if they feel like they don't have anywhere to go, then why should they do anything, right? That's the whole thing.
What?
If they don't feel like there's anywhere, like, they're going to be like a worker bee mentality. Now I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh. Well, see, this was here. I'm going back to mine then. You're losing me. It was China's work culture. It prioritized hard work and long hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. China does 6 days a week, 10-hour days.
Jesus Christ.
That's their work schedule.
I was complaining about what we have to do.
Yeah. That's like the general work schedule over there. And a lot of the young people, I think, are also seeing now with the internet other parts of the world. Yeah. And so there's like this general, and they're protesting by just not, they refer to it as, letting it rot or laying flat. And it's the reduction in effort or even leaving the workforce entirely. And they just don't do anything. So China's losing just huge swaths of their economy's starting to take actually a hit from it.
Yeah.
To where Xi Jinping and the CCP is like offering incentivized money to just get back to work.
Oh, okay.
It's like actually working. Because they can't crack down on people if they're just not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty smart. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they do need whatever youth they have to start chipping in.
Mm-hmm. And then boomers, there was like
well, their boomers are like taking care of their parents and grandparents because they're the only child.
Well, yeah, and I think their boomers were like, like they didn't know what it was like, the rest of the world. So it was way more isolated back then. China wasn't opened up.
And they try to keep it isolated now.
Yeah, and so when they wouldn't work, they just beat them or kill them or something.
But hey, you get a VPN, you can go all over the world with that.
ExpressVPN?
You know what? Let's not talk about anything.
Is that our sponsor? But I think
But do your parents have this idea of like following authority?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I remember my dad telling me one time, like, "Don't do what I do." I think he caught me smoking. Like, don't. What did he say? It's like,
wait, don't do what I do what I tell you?
yeah,
That's what my dad would say.
yeah.
What was
And I
your dad
remember,
doing?
yeah, I remember asking him one
Was your
time.
dad
Cigars or something?
Dating a freshman?
Yeah. Dating a freshman. And I was like, too late.
Oh. But no, I think this was in reference to like he caught me smoking or something, and I was like, "Well, I saw you. There's a picture of you smoking," and then he's like, "Yeah, don't do what I do. Do what I tell you to do." And I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I just
Yeah. See, I remember my dad saying like, I don't. I mean, my family it's very tense, the relationships.
Mhm.
But my dad was saying like, I don't care if you love me, but you need to respect me.
Whoa. And you're like, why, Daddy?
But Papa.
But
Papa.
I just want you to hug me.
Yeah, I'm holding onto his leg.
Yeah, and he'd be like, don't touch me, respect me.
Respect me. You're a 38-year-old man.
Yeah. Well, that generation also dealt with more like authoritarianism and fear.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially like our parents coming from the Philippines.
you're right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so-
Cold War era.
Yeah,
That was a big thing. Now it's just kind of like people don't really have national loyalty anymore. Because thanks to the internet, everything seems so worldly.
I also people don't have loyalty to anything. I was actually thinking about this because everyone nowadays is very like nihilistic, like they don't believe in anything.
Right.
No one
Global
believes.
warming, the Earth's falling apart. Who cares?
No one believes in anything. No one trusts anyone, and it kind of makes me think that when people were racist, maybe a little bit better, because at least white people believed in other white people.
What do you think about this, Gary?
Asians believed in other Asians.
I don't know if that follows.
Yeah, explain it to Gary. He's having a hard time.
Trying to get people a little bit more to be a little bit more faithful in their fellow man.
Okay.
And you feel like racism led us like was
Made people believe in others at least a little bit.
no.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I don't.
You know how I look at Gary? I look at Gary as the common man. If you can reach Gary, you can probably reach anybody with
Yeah,
it.
but
See,
I
you're
don't
losing
think
Gary.
You lost me.
Yeah.
well, it's because I don't have a coloring book out or whatever.
Oh,
Dude, no.
please.
Get
No,
outta
he's
here.
slightly above that.
I'm
All
way
right.
above that.
Slightly above. So what you're saying when
No.
people were racist, they were...
More encouraging to their other or like people within their own.
There's
race.
more like idea of community. There's a lot less community these days.
There's less community.
Less community these days.
No, I think.
But
there's
when
more
racism
community.
was around, everyone
That's the wrong kind of community. dude.
Communities were booming.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you take away positive or negative connotation, there probably was more community.
No, it's the wrong community. This is
I know, but as a
we're
net-
talking about.
I
the
didn't
wrong
say positive or
See,
negative.
You're
Strictly
judging
number.
community. We're
Yeah.
I'm judging. Yeah.
I'm just going
People-
off of number,
We're
how
talking
much
about
community.
people gathering,
Okay,
like
getting together.
conversing, getting together.
and planning.
Sure,
Yeah.
I
sure.
think there might have been some planning going on.
Who
during
cares
this
if there's
thing.
planning? I don't care about the planning. I just want people to interact with each other. I want people to believe in their fellow man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, back in the day, you know, people were like, not in my neighborhood,
Yeah,
but at least they had a neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had a sense
Today,
of
there's no neighborhood.
they had a sense of belonging. They had a sense of pride. Nowadays,
Is this why you want to move to Astoria? Is it
what?
because
Are you-
there's no lack of there's a lack of community here, and you feel more a community?
I want to move to Astoria because I don't want to have to deal with those fucking dumb girls talking about Disney's pride.
Okay.
You don't even know what they were talking about.
Yeah.
I was around.
I think they were talking about what Disneyland does.
You
for
weren't
Pride.
even. How would you know more than I would?
I bet that's
I
what
was
they were
there.
talking about. You know, I bet they put on a big parade. They always put parades on at Disney. There's Thanksgiving Day
Yeah, but
parade.
there's a parade for nothing over there. They do parades like on a weekly basis.
Right. So why wouldn't they have a Pride parade?
Because you think that they've got like a float of gay guys in G-strings?
I mean, why would that be the choice?
Because that's what
Yeah.
they do in New York City.
Oh, here we go.
I've never been to the gay
Just because
pride
they don't
parade.
have that
I've
doesn't
never-
mean they don't have the parade.
That's not pride if guys are fully dressed.
It's probably a lot of fully dressed. It's a lot of rainbow stuff.
If it's men fully dressed, it's not pride.
You know, I was reading.
They're holding themselves back.
If we're on pride, I was reading a comment. Speaking, you've read it too. I'll combine the two. Last night, just late night reading and scrolling. I got into the somebody they posted. They're like, check this OG pride flag from like the 70s or whatever. And it was just like a original, just the rainbow, regular old pride flag, And then there's a bunch of comments from, I'm assuming, gay and people of the community comment. And then somebody said, I missed this flag because it was like simple. It was the original design, just the rainbow, and it included everybody. But now, since they've changed it, adding the triangle for the trans colors, and then they got whole other different colors, there's so many, they're fracturing so much, it's almost not even, they've lost the unity.
You know what I was just talking about this with
Yeah.
Teresa. We were talking about how the youth today seem to care a lot about labels.
Oh.
You have to figure everyone out by their label. And I think a lot of that happens because there's a lot less communication that's occurring between people. Everyone's on their phone. So like when they see someone to get a sense of who they are, because I think that's a survival thing. Naturally, we want to get a sense of what another person is, because we have to assess whether or not, like back in the day, you'd have to assess whether or not that's going to attack you or something you can trust, right?
The fuck was that?
I was attacking Wilfred.
Are you following my logic?
Yeah, I'm following you.
Okay.
Gary distracted me with some weird tiger move behind me.
So I think what's happening these days is a lot of people aren't communicating with each other, so they don't get a sense of that other person being a full developed human, or getting a sense of who that person really is.
Yeah.
But
They boil you down to four things.
yes, instead they're like, oh, straight white male, or like another way to like just get you summed up real fast, and that's why there are all these labels as to who a person is.
So let's say like you were at the grocery store and you were listening to like three girls talking about Disney Pride.
Yeah.
Would you say you boiled them down to just a couple things?
Yeah, did you just label them?
Yeah, dumb bitches.
Oh, see? You do it yourself.
But I listened to them enough
Yeah.
You listen.
I didn't just look at them and label. I listened to them and labeled. I listened to them talk for a good minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Wilfred.
All right, take us home, Gary.
All right. Should we end on this? I feel like we've already talked about this, though.
Then end on something we haven't talked about.
What is that? Hold on. Can I read it real quick?
Yeah.
China and the Philippines trade blame after ships collide in a disputed South China Sea.
Yeah. Sabina Shoal. They're, well, actually, I thought it was just water wars. They were just shooting water cannons.
Easy there, Gary. You want water wars? I'll give you some water wars.
Yeah.
Give some fucking fart wars, man. Yeah. Apparently, Chinese and Philippine Coast Guard ships collided near Sabina Shoal in the South China Sea early Monday, causing damage to at least two vessels. Both sides blamed each other, with China accusing the Philippines of deliberately ramming its ships, while the Philippines claimed that the Chinese ships were responsible.
I'm pretty sure it was the Chinese ships that were responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really want to run that South China Sea.
I just got to go with my team. I don't know what happened, but I got to go with my team.
What the heck's in that sea, by the way?
There's a lot of
It's a trade route.
oil in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of it's also a lot of goods have to pass through it.
Oh.
We were talking, I think it's like $7 trillion of goods pass through it every year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, Philippines better get in on that.
Yeah, they
Well,
want their cut.
they're trying to claim their section of it. China's trying to take away the Philippines. There's an oil, what are they, like well? What are they, like a whole bunch of oil?
Oil rigs?
There's no rig, but
Deposit?
an oil deposit in the sea that is close to the Philippines, and the Philippines needs it for power because the deposit that they have now is running out. So they're going to switch over to that deposit, but China is claiming that section of the sea as theirs.
Oh, oil wars all over again.
Yeah. Also, we're talking about fishing too, but that's a whole other thing.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. What do you think about all this, Garri?
I think that well, it's got to escalate in order for anything to really for a solution, right? Like,
You want it to escalate?
I mean, it clearly the military presence isn't helping. So, and I don't know if diplomacy. Have they tried diplomacy?
I don't think diplomacy's going to work.
Yeah. So,
I think the Philippines need to partner up with, dare I say it, Wilfred's rival Asians, the Indians.
Oh,
Huh.
that could be interesting.
You know what? I'm okay with that as long as Indians
What?
keep
Invite you to
being
their
whatever the
picnic?
hell that they're doing. As long as they stop, they can do whatever they're doing. As long as they stop doing our Asian shows.
Yeah? Is that the deal you want?
Yeah.
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 Email Modi. Get your comics off of my shows, and we will send you
Is that
some...
the president?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send him. I'll send him Filipinos
Yeah.
as long as he stops booking Usama on Asian shows.
That's a fair deal. And he would be like, our number one comedian export? Guy's bringing in billions a year.
Yeah. No Usamas on my Asian shows. But to be honest, I don't even want to do that. I'm relinquishing Asian shows.
What?
After that Union Hall experience, I've decided I'm not going back to Union Hall. And I'm probably done doing Asian shows.
So what are you going to do then?
Other
White shows?
The
Just
other
non-Asian
shows.
No, you can't come to our white shows.
Oh no! What did you do, Wilfred?
Oh, you can have Asian shows. I can't have my white shows.
You know what? You're right. Okay. But I don't want to have Asian shows. That's what the thing. I'm done with them.
Wait, what show are you talking about?
I did an Asian show at Union Hall.
Okay.
And at the show, everyone's Asian except for one comedian who's a black lesbian.
Okay.
The entire audience, she goes up like fourth. I went up last.
Okay.
The entire audience, as soon as she goes on stage, is on board with her immediately.
Okay.
And then as she's saying her jokes, they pretty much turn into like a Baptist church where they're like hooting and hollering.
Okay.
I'm talking about an audience of, I'd say 60% Asian, 40% white.
All right. And they were just on board for this.
And I was just like, you guys aren't treating people equally. You came to an Asian show and celebrated only the black lesbian on the show.
Oh, interesting.
Is there always one non-Asian person?
I don't know.
Get me on there.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
show you. I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah.
I'll walk off stage.
Do you think that there's that these people are actually looking for equality, or at least equity?
You know, I think they are looking for it, but then their response doesn't match up with what they're looking for.
Stupid lib. You're a stupid lib.
They're overcompensating though.
That is not overcompensation. They've just switched things around.
Wait.
If they were looking for equality, they would have treated everyone equally.
Yeah.
But a black lesbian showed up, and they're like, "Oh, here's my chance to be a liberal."
Yeah.
And then they started hooting and hollering for this person.
I think you're exaggerating this.
I am not. Why would I am not?
Well, the way you're describing it makes it sound so like they were just laughing harder for this particular.
They were like snapping their fingers and saying yes. You haven't seen this shit. You're acting like this doesn't happen in Brooklyn shows. When a black woman is on stage and just people go yes, and then they're doing this and shit. That happens all the fucking time.
We've done more shows than I have, so you've probably seen it more.
That's true, Garri.
Yeah, but
Garri
Garri's
doesn't get over there.
He doesn't do the shows, but he's at shows.
Yeah. Do you go to over there and watch shows?
He goes more
At Union Hall?
Yeah.
I've been there, I don't know.
Didn't you see me there?
I did, like the first, I think it was like the first week I was here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But anyways, I'm done with Asian shows. I'm done with that shit.
All right.
They can keep pretending to be into equality and whatever. That you can have the Jeff Sheens, you can have the Gary Madeiras, you can have the people that aren't going to make you laugh. Okay.
Oh, you're so upset. Oh gosh.
Anyways,
all right.
Okay.
After you just spilled your vitriol,
yeah, how do
all
we end
over
this,
Gary.
You should still go to Asian shows, even if Wilfred's not going to be there. I don't know. Wait, what time is it? Are we good?
We're good.
Okay. Oh.
You want to end it on a banger, Gary? Give me one more.
What? There's nothing left.
You got nothing left?
Yeah.
That was all of your topics.
You spent it
Well,
all.
no. There's well, this one's left, but do we really want to?
Ron DeSantis backed law barring Chinese people from owning land in Florida. Ron DeSantis has backed law which bars Chinese people from owning land in Florida, galvanizes Asian Americans.
Oh, no. Why?
I did read something about...
China buys land for investment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I did read something about how Asians might sway the vote. They might be what makes the difference for this next election.
Oh, because Kamala's part?
I think it's because like Asians are the Ken Bones, and then everyone else is kind of decided.
I mean, honestly, yeah. There is
you remember who Ken Bone is?
He's the undecided guy, and everyone's like, "How are you undecided?"
Yeah, this is the
Wore that
2016
red-
election. He wore a red sweater
Remember that guy?
to the debate,
Looked like a goober.
the town hall debate, and he was the undecided guy.
Yeah.
And the whole internet was like, "How are you undecided on this?"
I don't remember him at all. I've
Gary.
already chosen.
You remember anything? But yeah,
Anyways.
Asians, I think, have are quite divided because a lot of them do actually back Trump because they do like that authoritarianism.
Yeah. It reminds them of home.
Little taste of home.
Taste of G.
Little taste of
Taste of Marcos.
Well, I mean,
Do tear taste.
all right. But the backing, I kind of agree. China owns pretty much all of Hudson Yards, I think,
Yeah.
and those are like a bunch of empty buildings.
They own like all of Vancouver,
Yeah,
which I
It's
know is in America, but
Yeah.
screwing up a lot of the housing. So, homes are not investment pieces.
It also, what
They're
it
not
does,
a commodity.
because it makes a lot of, there's a lot of empty apartments in New York
Mm-hmm.
because they're just Chinese owned. And then that's just making the market go up even higher because there's less places to live.
Mm-hmm. Yes, quite dubious.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I never thought I'd say it, but good job, Ron DeSantis.
Okay.
All right. There's the banger.
All right. This
Oh.
is a weird episode because Gary sucks.
You
Oh, he
suck.
does
Don't
not.
forget
Yeah,
to
leave it
follow
alone.
us. We're on the Wilfred Padua YouTube channel. Subscribe to the podcast. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. And also, we didn't spoon this one either. You know what? Spoon's dead to me. Who cares?
Oh.
Anyways,
But you picked up a couple things. That was kind of fun when we spooned. All those people like responded.
I know we made some fun community.
Yeah.
Shout out to Millie. If you make it to this far in the podcast, Millie showed up to the spoons and even showed up to the shows.
Yeah.
So, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.